real feel of 10 or 11 degrees. So, that being said, the pressure is supposed to be steadily rising until about lunchtime before it starts to dip back down. And don't think there was a whole lot of a moon last night, so everything points to having pretty favorable condition for deer movement this morning. But it is cold, and I mean cold. We got the Sequin Doe Day coming up this weekend, this Saturday. As long as we don't get snowed out a bit, we're gonna start today, tomorrow, Friday, and then Saturday morning. Me, my dad, I think my mom, my boy, and possibly a buddy or two. We're gonna try to start laying waste to as many does as we can with what tags we have left, and donating all of those to the good cause that they do every year. So that's my goal this morning. But I also have 2 different bucks that have been frequent flyers on these cameras up here. Super sporadic, but there's a big, heavy mainframe 8 that I would shoot. And then there's a super nice, no giant, but super nice young, technically a 9-point. He's an 8-point frame with a split G2, small split, but if he makes it through the season, he's going to be an absolute stud next year. But I still got a buck tag left in my pocket, and I'm not afraid to let dare out of him and wrap my tag around him. So kick back, be patient. I think it is literally, a minute before or a minute after shooting light. So it's game time. Just a matter of waiting for him to show up. See what we can make happen. Hey guys, January the 8th, the afternoon of, and it is cold. Ain't as bad as it was this morning. This morning it was about 22 degrees, so I decided not to get out because I just didn't want to have to deal with it. But I'm sure, as most of you are aware, Sequin is having a big doe collection coming this weekend on Saturday for some of the local food banks. And we have talked with Andrew and Jonah, and they are wanting to participate in that. So we're hoping to be able, between now and Saturday, we're hoping to kill several does between the 4 of us or 5 of us, however many we can get involved. I've got Branson, my grandson, with me this afternoon. He has not been fortunate enough to kill a deer yet, so I'm hoping to be able to maybe get him on his first deer. We've got 3 places on the farm that we have got located. Sandy's on the other side, on the Fulton County side. She is hunting with a crossbow this afternoon in a ground blind. Branson and I are going to go down here with a rifle and get up in a buddy stand and see what we can get into. So we hope you guys come along. We hope we can come up with some footage to show you, and hopefully before the day's over with, we'll have at least 2 or 3 doe on the ground to start our pile that we want to carry and donate to Sequin's events. So y'all come along, go with us, and hopefully it'll be an eventful afternoon. Yep. Get your hand on it. Go ahead and get in the scope and get her in the scope if you can. Just let her come on out. She's coming on out. What have you done? You come right there.
Wait, is that another one?
Yeah, there's another one coming. But I'll let you know. It's the one furthest out there right now. That's the one we want.
Alright. Stop shaking.
Take a deep breath. Listen. All right, get ready. Pull the gun tight against your shoulder. Get up a little closer to the scope. There you go. All right, hold on. That's not the one we want. Don't move.
Is that the second one?
Yep.
Alright. Where you want me to shoot her?
Right in the shoulder.
Right under it.
Just right dead center of the body, right on the shoulder.
Alright, just tell me when to go.
I will.
Oh, it's big.
All right, see if you can get on her right there. You got her.
Oh, yeah.
Put the crosshair right on that shoulder and just ease the trigger.
Now,
Yeah.
do I shoot?
Yep. You busted her, dude. You busted her, dude. You just whacked that big old doe, you first deer ever.
It's so
You stoked? I'm stoked. I'm stoked. You see her fold that leg up and take off running? She run about 40. I see her laying down there in the woods.
Is that her?
Ain't that laying her white down yonder?
Where?
Straight through the trees, right down through yonder. I believe I see her from here. She run about 40 or 50 yards and just folded up. Branson just shot his first deer ever. So we got to let his nana know. We got to let his mom and daddy know. We got to let Andrew know. Let the whole world know. Good job, buddy. Good job. Here comes Nana. She's coming to rescue us and help us get this deer out of the woods. We interrupted another one of her hunts, didn't we?
Congrats. My boy. Where was she at? Oh, is she down? You see her? Congrats, Brady. Tell me what happened.
Alright, so me and Pop were just sitting in the stand and then eating pretzels and everything. I looked up,
You was what?
eating pretzels,
Pretzels?
and I looked up, saw a deer, and I, Pop, look, deer. Came around here.
In front of the feeder here?
Boom.
Where was it standing?
Right there.
To just right on this side? Take me over there and show me.
See
I
that
want to
thing?
see blood.
Came out right in the road. There was another good doe came out in front of her. But I kept telling him, I said, wait on that next one, wait on that. He said, I see it, okay.
Wow.
She didn't run 40 yards, come here.
I seen her.
Oh,
I
did
know,
you?
we saw her.
Yeah.
We saw her.
We were sitting there celebrating. I told him, I looked up, I said, I think I see her. I said, I can see her laying down there.
First deer you've
Come
ever
on.
shot at,
Yeah,
right?
come on up here further.
Not shot at. I shot at another deer in the house.
Oh, I forgot about that at your house. But, let's see.
Was she right here?
First deer you've ever killed. Where's some blood? Was she that far back?
Mm-hmm.
So she was probably, what, about 60, 70 yards maybe?
Right in here somewhere.
Okay, Brandy, let's find blood. Find hair. Look at the blood. Oh, yep, but that could have been anybody's.
Fortunately, we ain't gotta go far to find this deer. We can't find hardly no blood. But she didn't run 50 yards.
That's amazing. I love it. Good shot, Brandy. Gee. Oh my goodness, I see.
Dude. I know. Yeah, she's made a truck right here.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, you made a phenomenal shot.
Look how big that head is.
Look at that big old head, yeah.
Golly, she's huge.
Good old Nanny Doe. I was going to try to shoot her, but all these other does hung back behind me and knew something wasn't right. So I never even got an opportunity. No big deal, but as they started to work off, I could hear more deer funneling through the woods on this ridge behind me. And they hadn't been gone 20, maybe 30 minutes when I looked up, and the buck that I'd like to kill was at 40 yards, and his hocks from the rut are stained all the way from his hocks down to his hooves almost. And that was the first thing that I seen, and I knew when I seen his hocks what deer it was before I ever even seen his rag. Long story short, he was coming across right over here, right out in front of me, and made a circle back up the ridge. If he'd just kept coming, it would have been picture perfect, but he went back up the ridge and got behind a group of probably 8 or 10 does. And all those does started to do the same thing the first group did. They started circling downwind. And fortunately, they all come in and got right below me. I mean, all around the base of my tree. And that buck was watching every single move they made and making sure before he came in, they were calm, cool, and collective. And a couple of them seemed a little jumpy, but for the most part, they were all pretty mellow. They all come right into me, and he come on a string to like 10 steps right here. And once or twice, he threw his head up at me. Couldn't make me out, so then he went right back to feeding and coming along. And when he got to 8 or 10 steps right there, he turned to put his head down like he was going to turn around and walk back the way he came. So I drew back, thinking it was my only opportunity. I probably shouldn't have, but